You know, I mean, that stuff starts becoming more complex, so it goes back to what I was saying again earlier. There has to be some kind of give and take, right?
Well, especially with gameplay, too. Introducing a tail, you know, that's going to open a bunch of different doors as well.
Right. Sure. In this particular image, we're seeing a lot of, like a take on the more ninja side of Reptile, which is obviously where he originates from, right?
Well, it's so funny, it's interesting because you look at the early versions of Mortal Kombat, and Reptile was just a palette swap.
Yeah, absolutely.
Until you get into higher levels of tech, you're not able to give him that sort of personality that is a lizard almost.
And we can do that now and really define who they are. So it's been great doing so, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I really like the one that looks kind of like a cobra, where it's got the cobra hood too.
Yep,
It's very
awesome.
cool.
So here again, as we get into a more detailed versions of the characters that we like or feel more fitting for Reptile, you'll see stuff on the right-hand side of this image where he's kind of has more of an aquatic feel, or you know, a little bit more armor potentially than we would like. Because again, gameplay, you wouldn't, I guess, think Reptile would be so bulked down and you know.
Right, he's really agile, so I mean, you got to make sure that there's not too much armor on him and things like that.
Nimble, even.
Nimble.
Right.
Awesome.
And the next one's kind of more of the just
Fleshing
more
it out.
iterations of.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, out of this here, we felt like the one on the far left would probably be a better fit. The others, like we said, a little too bulky.
Mm-hmm.
We need him to be fast.
And we may see that one on the left a little bit later, I
Yeah.
would say.
So this last step here is, again, characters we felt strong enough that we would like to take them to color. Again, just more iterations. It's a constant evolving and iterative process. It's not like, you know, you sketch one image and that ends up being the final
Right.
skin.
And it's a big collaboration between everybody to kind of pick what they like and.
Sure. Yeah, here's some more kind of versions of the character.
Right. And now,
Yeah, so this is what we know as the...
this is Reptile as we know him right now.
Absolutely. So, you know, we felt for this particular skin that we really wanted to kind of go back to like the rawness of who he is. So you'll see a lot of the bone and rock and stone, and you know, it's just so fitting because you get both the Reptile side and I guess the kind of ninja silhouette there.
See, that's what I wanted to talk about, because you had talked to me, we had kind of gone through some of this yesterday, and you had mentioned like the V almost, using the rock, is kind of harkens back to his ninja garb.
Absolutely.
It just kind of gives a touch of what that was.
Absolutely.
Which is awesome.
Yep.
And Spiro, this is the first time I think in Combat Cast history,
Yep.
you're doing 2 reveals. You already did the Kitana alt.
Yes.
What do we have here?
Well, this is the other alt for Reptile. This one I'm not going to really say too much about because it kind of relates to story.
Oh.
But you'll be seeing more of this version for sure.
Awesome.
A lot more stripped down, not as much bone, and yeah, excellent. We're not going to say anything more.
Yep.
Because the more I say, the more I get in trouble.